Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning tuh.
Good morning.
Nice to see you all, my friends. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Aiman Zaidan Kusasi, and in this opportunity, I would like to present my presentation material, and it's about Genshin Impact, an open world action role playing game. And this presentation will be estimated, I have estimated that it will take time around 20 to 25 minutes, I assume. So, in this presentation, I would like to explain about four things. So this is the contents of my presentation. First, I will explain what is Genshin Impact. And second, I would like to summarize the storyline. I will tell you the storyline summary of Genshin Impact itself, and then the gameplay of Genshin Impact, and advantages, also disadvantages of Genshin Impact. First, what is Genshin Impact? So, Genshin Impact is an open world action role playing game. So, have you guys ever heard about Genshin Impact before, or open world action role playing game? Audience?
I have heard about again the name of Genshin Impact.
Okay. So, it means that this is quite familiar for you, right? So, Genshin Impact is an open world action role playing game. Open world means that we play the games like there are virtual world inside the game, and we're playing on it. We can cook, we can explore, we can adventure, we can climb the tree, we can go travel around the map. So different from arcade games, puzzle games, where we only play like the mechanics, matching things. But open world games means that we could explore the world, and there are a map exists, a 3D map exists in the game. And then action means that the gameplay with the genre action, fighting like that. And then, of course, the not just fighting, but the main gameplay on the game is action gameplay. And then role-playing game, it means that you can switch between characters during the gameplay. And then, more information about Genshin Impact. It is a game published by MiHoYo, or now also known as HoYoverse, Chinese game developer. And then this game is multi-platform. You can play it through many platforms such as Microsoft Windows, Android, iOS, macOS, PlayStation 4, and 5. And then this game is designed based on anime style. Like you can see the chibi on the corner right, left, down screen. This is Ganyu. So this is the anime style from the characters from the game. And then the game monetized through gacha system. Gacha system is like you play, and for the bad words we could say it's like gambling, but it's not gambling, but slightly like gambling, because you roll for characters, and you can pay to roll or spin your chances to get the characters that you want. But you can still play it without paying. But of course, from the worldwide players around the world, there will be many people who will pay the game, so the game monetized through the system. Although the other players still play it through free game playing. And then the storyline based on Greek mythology. So it's telling about the god named Lumen and Ether, but the story is not revealed 100%. So players are triggered to be curious about what will come next from the story, and they will play a game. And it's based on Greek mythology with the 7 nations on the game, based on 7 actual nations in our world, and then use the 7 elements as well as the power to take advantage of. So the storyline summary. So this is the storyline summary. Share entire screen. So can you see my screen again? All right, can you see my screen? There's picture over there.
Yes, Zaidan.
All right, so this is the storyline summary. Before I start the summary, I would like to show you a short video, and this video is this the teaser or the trailer telling us the storyline about the 7 nations that I have mentioned before. So I would like to show you.
We had no time to say goodbye, so let's not call it that.
Can you guys hear the voice? The sound?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
We had no time to say goodbye, so let's not call it that. The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames. See for yourself. The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror. In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts. In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules eternal. But what do mortals see of the eternity chased after by their god? The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself, and the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars, there is a push for folly, yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it. The god of justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to judge all other gods. But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine. The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons. She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her. Her followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming. Some say a few are chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world with a power from beyond. Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end. But one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave. My memory has all but faded completely, but I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
All right. So, what a stunning video, right? So, you guys hear the music arrangement, the voice, the voice actors is native speaker. So this is not just like easy game, I think. So the creation of the game take serious attention to the details, to the pronunciation, to the storyline, to the combination of musics like that. So the storyline summary, as you guys see on the first video, there are a boy and a girl. So it is Ether and Lumin, which they are twins, and they are traveler journey, taking journey, exploring the worlds. So in the story, there are not only one world, but there are multiple worlds. If you follow the Marvel story, maybe it's like multiverse version like that. But this is in Genshin Impact world. So they are traveling through the worlds and until they face an unknown god. And the unknown god is the guardian of the world named Tevat, which the players, if we're playing the game, we're exploring the world right now. So these twins are going to trespass the line and the god stop them. And the battle appeared, and the female here named Lumin. So Lumin got caught by the god, and Ether, the brother, wants to help her, uh, his sister, right? But then the god separate them. So after the separation, time skip after 500 years long. We don't know what happened to each other, but we wake up as the boy, and our mission is, of course, to find out where is our twin. So the journey begin for us to explore the seven nation, to find the clue, to find anything that we could know about our sister. So that's the storyline. The main goal is to find our sister and save her, because in the middle of story we met her sometimes, but unfortunately our sister is only in the side of the evil. So, but with her own reason. And she said that she already explored the seven world before the brother wake up. And now it's your turn, brother, she said, to explore the seven world and reveal the truth between the seven world, and you will understand why do I choose this path, she said. So of course, then she left the brother, which is us in the game, and of course we were being sad like that, like, oh my god, what happened to our sister, why did she follow the evil like that? So our mission is to find a clue with the seven gods from the seven nation, like explained in the video. There are seven nations: Mazda, Liyue, Sumeru, Inazuma, etc. We're finding clue about our sister, the reasons of the events, what happens in the world, like that. I'm not going to reveal all of the storyline because it's going to spoil the plotline. Then moving to the next next slide. So this is the seven nation that I've mentioned before. The seven nation, as I mentioned before, based on seven actual nation in our world. So this is ones that the first nation that we have visit. Ones that is based on Germany, as you guys could see, the image, the graphics, see the buildings, even though the characters outfit designs based on Germany. Next, we're moving to the second nation, which is Liyue, based on China. You can see the lanterns, the building as architecture, and also if you play, you will see the people outfits are based on China. And next, we're moving to the, after we visit Liyue, we're going to visit the third nation. So this is the still Liyue. So how beautiful is it? So this is the third nation is Inazuma. Inazuma is based on Japan. And of course, also the storyline based on Japan history. Same like Germany, same like Liyue also, I forgot to mention. Not just the architecture, not just the outfit, not just the style, but the name, but also the history of the nation itself is referring to the actual reference. Germany refer to German. There are the story of spies and the traitors, and in Liyue there are story about the gods and the contracts and the business. And Inazuma also there are story about the sword hand decree in one how can I mention it? Emperor, the king, the shogun at that time ordered to take all of the weapons from citizens. So citizens are not allowed to hold weapons and have to obey all of the order from the shogun or from the king, you could say, whatever it is, although it's good or bad, is it beneficial or not, is it hurts us or not, kill our children or not, like we have to obey and we are not allowed to fight, and all of our weaponry or swords are taken from us. But in this story, it is implied as the this the how can I mention it? Not the sword, but the power of the citizens, which is element. I have mentioned the seven element like that. And this is in Azuma. You can see the building. It looks like Japanese style building like that. So there are only three nations revealed until now, and the story is still going on. And we're going to move to the next nation, which is Sumeru, based on Egypt, ancient Egypt, with the gods like Sphinx, Fir'aun, who could say Pharaoh like that, and Fontaine, based on French, Natlan, based on Mexican history, and last is Nejinayan, is based on Russian history. The coldest of the Russian, the coldest of the situation over there is based on Snezhnaya, based on Russian, or we could say maybe Union Soviet. So, my friends, before we move to the next discussion about gameplay, since we're running out of time, let's get out from this room first and join the game, and I will continue to explain about the gameplay. All right, my audience, welcome back to our Zoom meeting. So I'm just gonna continue my presentation. So for time saving, so the next point that I'm going to explain is about the gameplay. After, what is Genshin Impact? What is the storyline, the history behind it? Now of course, we would like to know what is the gameplay. How do we play this game? I mean, from the story is quite interesting, but how do we play? As you guys can see, this is the preview. So this is the character, and this is the world that you could explore. So the control is simple. So from the left side, you can see there are characters Amber, Kaya, Lisa. So this is the role play game. We could switch between characters, the characters, the weapons, also the power as well. And this is the attack button, the skill button, and there's map and the interactive button on the right corner side. So this is for the interface gameplay. So not just battling, we could also interact with plans like this, picking up plans, and for some occasion we could take dialogue with the NPCs, having conversation with the people around like that. Next, the weapons from the gameplay could say there are 5 types of weapons in this game. Claymore, or we also know as huge swords. Huge swords. I forgot from which the origin of claymore is from our actual words, but from the description, claymore is a sword that you can only use it by holding it with 2 hands, which means that those are heavy swords. And second type of weapons is sword, regular sword, as you guys could see, small sword. And then there are polearm, or we could say Indonesia like tombak like that. And then bow, also catalyst. Catalyst is more like mage or magicians like that. So they use their power without using media, but just actual like pew 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 like that with their hands, with their motions like that. So that's for the gameplay. Battling, dialogue, having conversation with characters, fighting like that. Next is the advantages of this game. The first is this game is free to play game. Although this game is monetized through gacha system, but you still can play it without even paying even a bit of your money. And you are not limited for any access, like you have to purchase premium first to use this feature. No, you can use any features, but you only should pay if you want to get character that you want with fast. I mean, you want this character directly right now, so you have to pay. But if you don't want to pay, you still can get that character by saving your money. I mean, your money in game while you're playing. Of course, you will compensate with in-game money. You can buy the character that you like with that money without spending our actual money. But of course, it takes patience. If you're not patient enough, you should pay. So be a patient person. Next, this game is multi-platform, as I mentioned before. This is advantage. Nowadays, good games, educational games are not able to be played in multiple platform. I mean, if you play it on PC, just PC, Android, just Android, or in PS5 or 4, just on PS. But this game is multi-platform. You can play it on your phone, on your laptop, on your PS as well. Although your phone is Android or iPhone, it doesn't matter. Next is enjoy the stunning scenery, music, and motions and storyline for free. So as the video that I have showed before, right? You can see the scenery from the nations that I have shown in the previous discussion, and then the music you can listen, the music, the different music from 7 nations like that, the back sound, how detailed, the harmony between instrument and instrument, and then the motions. I mean, motions like the character, how they walk, how they run, how they jump, how they climb, how they fight. It's really detailed. Even the fingers move are really detailed. And these things could not be free if you think, but it's free. And then also the storyline for the story enjoyers, of course, this is a big advantage for you because you need no need to pay the premium one like you enjoy anime or Netflix or HBO Go, if I'm not mistaken, like Disney Plus. You have to pay for those, but for this, you play the storyline. You don't have to play. You don't have to pay. Just play and enjoy it. Next, this game provides features that can be used for improving reading and listening skills. So, as I mentioned before, there are dialogue included in the game, and then also the audio from the native speakers. And this we could use while playing. We can improve our reading and listening skills while playing the game. And the characters' voiceover are casted by native speaker, as I mentioned before. And this is also advantage because not all game have native speaker to uh, voice over the characters or the audio for the game. Next, the dialogue about daily chats are included with this text and audio, and this is related for the language features that we needed for our daily life. And then the dialogue, backstory, history of the nation, weapons that I have explained before, all of those are included in the game. You can see it in the menu, and you can read it with good grammatical arrangement, and this could improve our reading skill. And then, of course, if the game contents is just not change for times, like we could say itu aja like that, so it will get us boring so fast, right? But this game pledge us that they are going to refresh the contents every 6 weeks, so we're not going to get bored with the game so fast. And this game not just for fun, but it could make our learning, reading and listening activity more enjoyable. And we have come to our last discussion about disadvantage. So the disadvantage of the game, as I mentioned before, it's monetized through gacha system. If you're not the patient type person, this may cause addiction and your money waste. You're gonna spend your money again and again to get what you want. And then the game itself may cause addiction and time waste because of the stunning music and everything. Of course, you're gonna play all the time. Maybe if you're not good at time management, and you're gonna forget your course, your uh, assignments, your jobs on your daily life, and this is bad for those who could not manage the time. And next, some character designs are not friendly for underage players. So maybe this game is suggested for players above 13 years old who understand about good or bad. I think because some characters, I'm sorry, because this game is international game, and sometimes some designs are not fit with our Indonesian culture. So they may use open outfits like that, short pants like that, or short outfit showing their bellies like that. And that's not good for children's. But for those who understand good or bad and already understand about those things, not taboo anymore, so it's not a problem. So parents could pay attention in this game for not giving their children playing this game if they are still underage. Next is huge file size. Although it's free, but the file is quite huge, like 30 gigabytes space of your device will be taken, not friendly for some devices. And this game requires medium to high specification like the graphic card, the memory, the chipsets, like that. So if you have decent device specifications, it may cause, yeah, you could not play the game. And this is the advantages. Although this is a good game, but and they said everyone could play it, but it's not actually everyone with, yeah, having good device like that. So I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much for you listening to my presentation. If you guys have a question or discussion, please feel free. We are entering the discussion session. Is there any question from my audience or suggestion to my delivering method? Maybe my explanation is not clear enough or something. All right. It seems there are no more questions. We're moving to the closing session. So the conclusion is this game is good as well as you can manage your time. You can manage your your desire for not spending your money too much, and uh, we can take advantage on reading and listening skills. So we're not just playing for fun, but we're playing for knowledge as well. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I am Muhammad Aiman Zaidan Kusasi, and I'm signing out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.